Hey, what's going on YouTube? How is everybody today? I hope we are all doing very, very well. Is that 70 million or 10 million? I was trying to figure out if somebody won the lotto last night. Anyway, how is everybody today? Again, like I said, I hope you're all doing well. Somebody's having a birthday. Cool. Yeah. It's 12:30 in the afternoon, Saturday, May 18th. Long weekend, May 2-4 weekend here in Canada. Woo-wee! We get 3 whole days off. Thank you, Mr. Government, for that extra day, because we work so fucking hard. Anyway, sent some sarcasm there, but that's okay. You know what? May 2-4 weekend's pretty cool, as long as it's nice. The sun's supposed to be shining today, but I don't see no sun. Yeah, I'm well aware I'm wearing glasses. I have white balance issues, so the gray kind of fucks up my vision. So I wear the glasses to block it out. Problem solved. I think we are all looking for a little uppy-datey poo, because I can't even remember what was the last video that I posted. So if we have any cross-posting, whatever, so be it. Guys and girls, there's been a lot going on since January. I know, I don't know. Well, not a lot, but there's been a few things that's gone on. Some things have changed. Fucking shit happens. So, now, here's one I don't remember if I posted. I'm pretty sure I did. So, back in January, I got injured at work. I fell and banged my head. I'm pretty sure I already posted that, but I'm going to say it again. So I fell and banged my head, got a concussion, and lost some memory. Still dealing with the memory issues, but it is getting better. I did have a concussion. I guess it's lasted this long so far because, like I said, concussions kind of mess with your memory a little bit. So there's certain spots that are still kind of blacked out or hazy. And sometimes people have to say something and then I get a keyword and it's like, oh yeah, okay, I remember that. But otherwise, guys and girls, I don't know. I guess things have been okay. Like, I'm back to work and everything. I was off for like a week. Was back to work. And then I got the opportunity to transfer from one shop to another shop that's closest to my house, which has been fabulous for the most part. It's had its ups and downs too. But long story short there, no long commute through the city. No 407 bills for the freaking express toll route so I can get to work on time every day. So, and, the cost of fuel has been, instead of 2.5 tanks a week, I'm now going through 2.5 tanks a month, which has been great. And that's probably 2.5 tanks a month. That's not even mostly for work. That's, someone's got a horn going. What the fuck's that all about? I don't know. No, don't care. Not for me. Yeah, so I'm spending like 2.5 tanks a month in fuel, which has been great. Sometimes 3 tanks, depending on what I do. But the majority of that, I would say I could get a tank of gas to last me a whole month for work. Like, I drive like 9-10 kilometers a day, one way, 10 kilometers back, if that, right? I'm highballing it at this point. I'm not really paying too much attention to the mileage now, because I don't really have to. It's like, 12-minute drive, give or take. And that's, 50 kilometers an hour. So it's not too bad. Oh, must have been an accident there. Oh, well. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. So work-wise, yeah. So I'm working, doing my thing. It is what it is. It's fun most of the time. Excuse me while I merge onto the highway with all these animals. What else has happened? I don't remember if I posted. The van is gone. In January, the motor kind of seized up. No explanation as to why. The mechanic couldn't figure it out either. So in January, which is like, I think just before I got hurt, I took my van in for an oil change. They changed the oil. I brought the van home. Basically, from my house to the mechanic, or from the mechanic back to my house, about 13 kilometers. Brought the van home, parked it, got in the red car, which is the one I'm driving now. And I guess then I got hurt. I think it was a few days later. Was off work for a week. Went and got my car from work. Brought it home. Continued driving my car for the whole month of January. Just around the end of January, I decided, no, I haven't driven the van in like a while, because before I took it in for an oil change, I had parked it for like 2 weeks in December too. So it had sat for 2 weeks in December, took it for an oil change, drove it home, parked it. 3 weeks later, I go to drive it, and it won't start, won't turn over, won't do nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? So we thought, okay, dead battery. So I went and got a booster pack, boosted the thing, and it started. So okay, definitely dead battery, right? So I just dealt with it. I started it, let it run, took it for a drive that day, put like, I don't know, 50, 60 kilometers on it in one day just to drive around, got it on the highway, a couple city driving, whatever. Tried to recharge the battery, drove it home, let it sit for 2 days, boom, dead again. This time it wouldn't even turn over with a booster pack. It was done. So I got it towed to the mechanic. Mechanic says it's bad news, engine seized. How the fuck did the engine seize? There's maybe 70 kilometers on the fresh oil. And he's like, oh really? I said, yeah, I just had an oil change, the stickers on the windshield. So he looked, he's like, oh okay. Comes back, he goes, I have no idea. I'm like, I need you to tear that engine down, find out what happened, because that thing was running like, before I parked it was running really well. Like, it had tons of power. There was no signs of any failures, like other than the normal fucking the exhaust gasket was leaking, so you get that little tick 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 tick. But that was pretty much it. Yeah, there was no signs of any engine issues. They tore it apart. They couldn't find a problem, but that engine was seized. So I just said, you know what, fuck it, keep the thing. I said, but here's what I want you to do. I said, this car that I'm driving right now, so the red car, my little Kia, had absolutely no brakes. All the brakes all the way around, completely fried. Rotors were completely fried. Shoes fried, everything. So I said, I'll tell you what. I said, my red car needs brakes. I said, if you're willing to fix the van at your cost, I'm willing to sell it to you for the cost of the brakes for my red car, plus $1,000 cash. So he's like, sure, no problem. So he gave me $1,000 cash, and a couple days later did the brakes on this car. So this brake's got new brakes and rotors all the way around. And so he did that. I signed the paperwork over. They kept that van for, I don't know, 2 months fixing it, and then they sold it. Somebody else is driving it now, because on the Carfax report it says new registered owner in Ontario. So yeah. I can't really see anything more about it other than the fact that I no longer own it. So that's fine. And fucking highway traffic on a Saturday, long weekend. You'd think that would be over by now. Anyway, so yeah, so the van is gone. Somebody else owns it. Now when it died, it had 299,997 kilometers. So 299,997 kilometers when it died on me. I wanted it so bad to see if I can get it to 350 to 4. I was going to keep it a couple more years. Anyway, but because I really love the van, I miss it. That thing was my little workhorse. It did everything I wanted to do to it, and I didn't abuse it. I just made it work a little bit. Put a lot of money into it. So I was sad to let it go for such a cheap amount of money. But at the same time, I knew I wasn't wanting to put any more into it. It was time to give it to somebody else, let them have the headache. I do bid that van farewell. I hope whoever has it now gets more use out of it with less trouble. Because I think if you name it, I've pretty much done it outside of having the suspension done. But I've had a lot of other shit done to it. Engine, catalytic converter. I've had transmission rebuilt twice. So like, it was, a problematic vehicle. But again, it did everything I wanted it to do. So we'll fast forward now. This is now, like I said, May. 5 months later, I'm still driving this car. And I love this little car. It's a great little car, but it cannot do what I need a van for. So I am in the process of looking for another van, but I'm not like gung-ho, full-on Charlie. Like, I'm actually going to look at vans. I'm going to fucking take my time. And then when the right one comes along, boom, I'm in it. Like, I think and maybe trade this one in for it. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens when that time comes. Because I really can't afford another loan. Because the other van was paid off. I owned it. But I don't have that kind of money kicking around now to just buy one and that's it. Unfortunately. Makes me sad. But obviously, if you know the times, yeah, there's no such thing as savings anymore. Unless you make $500,000 a year. Which I don't even come close. I don't even make that in 5 years, 10 years. So yeah. Crazy. Anyway, I do miss the van a lot. Fuck. It was other than it had its share of problems, it was a good vehicle. I will never ever frown on the Dodge Caravan. I love them. I know a lot of people don't like them, but what I don't understand is why people don't like them. There's so many of them on the road. They were cheap, inexpensive vehicles. You got a really good bang for your buck. It was worth the money. So you had to put a little bit into it once in a while, but that's any vehicle, right? The difference between any minivan versus the Caravan is the minivan is generally fairly cheap to fix. Like, if you had to put a transmission in a Toyota Sienna, you're looking at $8-10 grand. If you have to put that in the Kia Carnival, $8-10 grand. If you have to look that in a Honda Odyssey, $9,000 to $12,000. So, like, to put a transmission in a van, in a Dodge Caravan, $4 or $5 grand for a rebuild, $5-6 grand for a new. So, like, that's fucking peanuts. Yeah, the guy said, we could do the motor for you, $4,000, maybe $5 grand tops. And I said, no. If I had the $5 grand, I would have put it into it, but I didn't have it. So I'm like, no. But again, you go buy any of those other minivans, and you're looking at $6,000 to $12,000 for those replacements. Like, so at the end of the day, it's worth it to have a Caravan. Like, the only major problem, that fucking thing that drove me in the bonkers, was the service light was constantly on for the same stupid thing. It had an evap code it kept throwing, but nobody could find the code, so we just started ignoring the code, right? So I think it had something to do with the filler neck, because every now and again the filler neck would give me trouble, but I figured out how to fix that temporarily each time it gave me trouble, so whatever. Otherwise, yeah, it was, I don't know, I miss it a lot. I definitely want another one. I can't wait to get another one, but I'm not just going to jump into one with a high mileage and low price, because that's just stupid. If I could find one with low price, low mileage, that would be amazing. But it's hard to find, especially here in Ontario. Like, I was looking at a 2019 the other day, and they're asking $24,000. I was like, wow, that's a lot, right? So, like, in my budget, right, I'd rather go between 12 and 15. So I'm looking at 15 to 17 model years, right? And a lot of them are like 150 to 200,000. So, like, even 6-year-old vehicles are like, they're pushing 40 to 45,000 a year, which is insane. But yeah, that's just how it is, I guess, right now. High mileage minivans. If I want a minivan, they're going to be high mileage, and I get it, because soccer mom vehicles, people use them as courier trucks, painters, a lot of tradesmen use them, and I know this because I work with tradesmen all the time. So, and every fucking one of them I see has a Dodge Caravan. So, like, they're all being worked. Not gentle at all. So yeah, what else? I think I said I did the transfer to my local office, which is good. It's had its ups and downs, but for the most part, I really enjoy it. I definitely enjoy the commute. Like I said, the commute is amazing. Like I said, 10-12 minutes I'm at work, 10-12 minutes and I'm home. And it's basically 1, 2, 3 streets and I'm home, right? So it's a fairly simple drive. Never have to get on the highway. Don't really have to deal with traffic. And every time I go to work, I can always take a different route. I don't have to take the same route every day, but it still always works out 10, 12 minutes. So yeah, oops, I meant to get off there. Oh well. Excuse me. The only thing that's been bugging me lately is I picked up a cold, I don't know, a little over a month and a half ago, I guess now. And that motherfucker is just hanging on like that. You just heard the congestion. And that's all it is just light congestion. And sometimes it's heavy, but mostly it's just light congestion. And it's driving me bonkers. Like, I just want it to go away. Now, it might be tied into the seasonal allergies, because now it's spring, leaves have bloomed, and all that fun stuff. Oh, this must be a wheelchair van. We're just passing a Toyota Sienna. Bronability! So yeah, it's a wheelchair van. Yeah, I think it's just seasonal shit, and it's just kind of like hanging on. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think there is. I ended up injured. Van died. Got the car fixed up. There's still things this car needs. This car right now needs 2 front tires. Be close to really bad, but not quite there yet. The windshield, yes, still need a windshield. Have not done that yet either. And now that spring is here, this car definitely needs a deep clean. I'm hoping to do it tomorrow when the sun is shining. I can work on it in the driveway. I gotta go get some cleaning supplies, because right now it is really, really dirty. It's starting to drive me nuts. Needs a good vacuuming. The seat covers I'm going to tear out. I might replace later on, but for now I'm going to take the seat covers out, try and give this thing a good deep clean, and see what happens. Yeah, we'll go this way. So right now I'm just going for a little drive. I wanted to go take a turn back there at the highway, but I'm just going to take this route and tie me back to it. Jeebus. Fucking cheap Wagoneer just blew the doors off of me. Anyway. I don't know if there's anything else, guys. Girls, ladies, gents, boys and girls, children of all ages. I really don't know. You can go left and I will go right. Oh, your blinker's been going for a while. Yeah, well, that happens when you get off the highway. Yeah. So, what else? I'm definitely due for an oil change. I had one booked for last weekend and I had to cancel it. So hopefully next weekend I can get this thing in for an oil change, because it definitely needs it. It's overdue. I think today, after I've done this little jaunt, I'm going to go back into the city. I might do some Uber to make some extra money, because the bank account's a little short. Had too many bills come out. Fuck, over $1,000 in bills come out this week, and then next paycheck is going to be the same thing. So yeah, the next couple weeks are going to be busy. My sister's birthday is in a couple weeks, so I'm trying to see if I can gather up some money to get her a gift. I don't know what I want to get her yet, but I want to get her something. She's always buying me shit even though I don't want it. She always buys me stuff and I never buy her anything, and I feel bad. So I think this year no, I'm gonna stay here. I think this year I will try and find her something. I don't know what it'll be yet, but it'll be something. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We're 20 minutes in almost. Yeah, so I'm gonna end this video here. If something else comes up, I will make another video. If nothing else, then we will call it a day. I'm gonna put some tunage on. I'm gonna worm my way back into the city now. Just take my time. So I don't really want to start Uber for a couple hours. Oh, excuse me. See, that's the allergies, I think. Whew. I almost knocked my head off. You know what's fine? Okay, so here's something before I end it. As most of you know, I did lawn care for a few years, and cutting grass never bothered me. But for some strange reason this year, fresh cut grass has got my allergies gone nuts. It's like, what the hell? I cannot tolerate fresh cut grass. I don't understand it. Maybe it's because I'm out of the thing now or what, and I'm just not used to it. Or there's something in the grass this year that's just, it's got my allergies going, hello! And I'm like, no way, go away. But yeah. Fuck, Jesus. So that was a good sneeze. I hope you enjoyed that. Anyway, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Hope you all have a great day. Like I said, if something else comes up, I will make a video of it. Of course I will. I know I've been lacking. I've been doing a lot of YouTube. I've been doing some ticker talkers lately, just like 1 and 2 minute clips. Now I need to remember my TikTok handle, because my old one got canceled. I can't remember what my new TikTok is. But when I figure it out, I'll try to put it in the box. I'll put it somewhere on the thing. Go to TikTok and check that shit out. And yeah. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I hope you all have a great weekend. Please stay safe. If you're going to go out and drink, please make sure you use Uber, Lyft, a taxi, a friend, a family member, or hitchhike. I'm pretty sure that's safer. But please stay safe, arrive alive, be safe out there on the highways, be safe on the waterways if you're boating, or what's those other damn things, sea-doings. If you're out on ATVs, which I just passed too, please be safe. Don't be doing stupid shit. I'd like to hear you get home, arrive alive. I don't want to hear about no freaking deadly accidents this year, because every May 2-4 weekend there's always like 3 or 4 deadly crashes. So hopefully we don't have any. I haven't heard of any yet, which is great, because usually there always is on the Friday night when everybody's going away. Go, baby, go! Yep, that's my little roar machine. Listen to her roar. She's gone. Yep. If you heard that, I hope you enjoyed it. These little 4 cylinders. I know a lot of people sneeze on them, but I don't know. It's a great car. Anyway, have a great one, guys. Take care. We'll talk again soon. Bye for now.